sudden life becomes tricky now. I mean, I just had this terrible monster to have a terrible monster, and now it's your pet. So, um, so that leads to all sorts of, I think that's another question. It would be nice to say, okay, well, instead of just, okay, we have a mission, let's just finish the mission. Well, it has changed so much that now it's your project. The original project is scrapped. It is done, right? Never mind the original project. Now there's this thing that you are doing. Nora in particular, what does Nora want to do, right, with it?
The header, that is very inspiring for me. That this project has turned into something else.
Right.
That is not for someone else. It's
yes, it's yours now. It's this little five vampire committee, right, to decide what to do with this. And I would like that. I don't want to give it to you. I really don't want to give it to you. Does that make any sense? That's what I want. I gave the start of all of this. I made everything go sideways. Now I want to see what you make of this. Do you want to stay vampires, for example? Do you want to become super beings? Right? Okay, yes, you do. All right. It's like door number 1. There is no door number 2. Yes, that one. So anyway, those are some of my thoughts on it.
I think Nora is somewhat contemplating it. If should she take the power and become something else, or should she actually give it to Solveig? Because she ponders if, am I ready for this?
That's a good question.
He has way more wisdom, so she has more knowledge to do about it, but
you actually understand it all. Young. You understand the backstory of this abomination and thing better than he did. Because of your crazy roles, you have actually, you have done a fantastic job of really grasping. It's like you are could be saying to the others, but I see it all. Right? You don't understand all of it's so vast. It is everything. And you sound like a crazy woman, but you are actually understanding terrible psychic things. So
almost like the Machiavellians in...
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Machiavellians are somewhat kind of less crazy than Machiavellians in some ways.
Well, except that in this game, all the characters go crazy, as far as I can tell. So it's... I think that would be a great thing to see from Nora. I would love to see that. The decisions about what to do. And especially if all of you are interacting about this as the sun is getting closer and closer and closer, to rising. That is the question. So anyway, that is, I think, good enough for me. Does anyone else want to talk about anything?
I was wondering if we should maybe check out the werewolf sometime.
They are much more of a natural team, correct?
Yeah, because your group is probably a pack.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And you have different purposes, because they are kind of similar to clans. You have, depending on the phase of the moon when you're born, you kind of have different.
Right.
And then is also that all werewolves always have a periodic sense of needing to hunt something. They also kind of this spiritual border guardians, because sometimes dangerous and harmful spirits appear. Sometimes people make them appear, and they can possess and affect in different ways. And
I think that my understanding of werewolf is that the setting and play are much more clearly integrated with one another.
Yeah.
And
So
they
for
work.
example, it can be we are like pack like guarding this how do you say territory from
Right.
intruders, or like because they are very
Right.
like territorial.
It does seem a little bit more coherent and makes more sense
Yeah.
when you look at
I
it.
was
And also, besides Team Edward Team Edward would
Yeah,
like it.
and so like wait, is the mission like werewolves? It is maybe we shall pick that game instead. But I think at least I may like bring over the book to you. You can have a check on it,
Sure.
and then maybe decide if
Yeah.
you should go
Yeah.
for it.
I do like the ghouls, though. I love the idea
Yeah.
of the humans addicted to the vampire blood. I just love it.
Yeah,
It's
because in a campaign I didn't get in with because I never made a character even though I was on the way. They had like a ghoul or normal human. He was more of the clown character, but he was pretty enjoyable, fun,
Right.
even if he wasn't vampire like the other. His
Right.
interactions were pretty fun.
yeah. I can
So-
see that. Mhm.
So in general, you are planning to continue playing some kind of mystical, supernatural, horror, I don't know, games.
Well, I
Is
don't
that
think
what
we
you're
are
saying?
really planning it. We are just
We're not
talking about
planning at
being
all
willing
either.
to do it at some time. It's not. I'm not really going to make any specific plans for the next game. Not yet.
I wasn't meaning it was going to be the next thing, but maybe future game to have some variation like between.
Sure,
Games.
sooner or later, not immediately. So Helma, we're not committing to the next game at this time.
You know, the question was more if everybody else aside from me feels comfortable in this kind of, how to say it, of mythos, that's fine with me, but then I'm probably going to look for something else for my Tuesday evenings.
Right.
Because that's, I don't know, so far I don't really click with this stuff.
But I think this is there's no like consensus around that we have to stick with these kind of gothic
Right.
themes.
And also, it's good to
it's
mix
not
things
about-
up. I mean, we can say that the next game will not be full of zombies and ghosts and
Will not be this one.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the point. The next new game very well could be that one, but I wouldn't play it.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
But
Well, I would
you-
like to keep including you. That would be wrong
Yeah.
for me to feel like we were.
That's what I mean. I don't have the feeling you exclude me if I say I don't want to play anything that has Freya Ligan somewhere on its
Oh, I
cover.
see. Right.
Uh,
That I understand too. Okay. So
So
anyway,
no free.
right.
What do you
Everybody is free to do whatever they want.
I will probably
I got-
I will bring this up afterwards. I have set out to read a couple of more Fria Ligan games just to find out if it's the same patterns as in Väsen. Have you done that, Helma, already?
My my understanding is that
Why
they
I
have
say
very different.
Everybody's free to do whatever they want.
Okay, Helma, we get it. Now you are getting combative.
I don't have scientific proof for it, but it simply makes me so angry to
Right.
think about them that it's difficult for me to see any fun with doing it. They could be really great games.
Mhm.
Mostly because of the thoughts of Free League, and I got this one.
Ah,
So it's mirrored.
I see.
Mutant Hindenburg.
Right.
Mostly because we played the campaign from the Crusades. From the game that takes before, which is not Year Zero, it's Undergången Arvtagare, Heroes of Doom.
I was a co-author of that game. I
Ah,
wrote
Ah.
I
And
actually
because of that,
I have to
oh no.
and because of that, I felt, what happened after like this 2-year-long campaign we played?
went down to the cellar and I found this one. I actually wrote this book.
Oh my God.
This is where if you like find my if you Google my name and there's this is the one that I'm an author of. Or
Yeah.
So is that a core book right there? Is that a role-playing game book right there?
this one?
Yeah.
It's a campaign module, you could say. It's
Okay.
about Gotham.
Right.
So there's not that much rules and stuff like that. But I wrote another supplement that actually takes care of this. I've written like 3 supplements for them that are more rule based. But that was a long time ago. That was like early 2000s.
It was like from the game had been publishing from around, was it like 2002, 2003 to 2007, I think.
This was
ago.
published in 2005, and then I was like finished with that. I was like,
Hypothetically, I would enjoy Ola running that game for us.
But I think it's only in Swedish. There is no English.
it doesn't matter. I mean,
Man måste lära sig.
Yeah.
but I don't. You don't have to run this in
No.
English, in Swedish.
No, but I think like for reading rules and like bringing out, for example, abilities, you can like translate for that bit. But in play, I don't think we need to revisit it so much.
Right. Okay. Well,
What did you say?
I have to shape that up.
Helma, what have you been thinking about for Golden Sky Stories?
For that one, I already have at least 2 players. So
I see. Okay.
I got it recommended from Jerry.
Yeah.
And then I talked to Laura about it, and she was interested. But I'm so slow, so I can't say when it will be.
That's fine.
Ready?
That's fine.
I'm probably going to change a lot of things because I'm not feeling very comfortable with the idea of doing some pseudo Japanese stuff, but I'm feeling fine with the idea of playing with as children or
Yeah.
have a setting where you are tackling things from a child's or a younger child's perspective. So I haven't talked to the 2 of them, but I'm thinking of making up something that would be maybe more related to what my experiences, and then I would like to know what they have in mind when you would ask them what was the greatest thing you can think of when you were between 10 and 12 or something like that, because we are all coming from completely different cultural backgrounds. If you think of school and stuff like that, so I would like to mix all that into some kind of setting.
Well, that sounds exciting to me. So if you wanted to try it with us as well at some time, I'm saying hypothetically.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure how big a group can be to make it a really nice experience, because I just have the book and read it and try to figure out how things would work out. So I think something between 2 and 4 players may be ideal, but well, we are only 6 people right now, so we can try to stretch it a little bit maybe, but
okay.
8 people would probably be a little bit too much.
Well, anyway, everyone, thank you. I think we should stop and say thank you to everyone we don't have to be here later tonight just to keep speculating about games, but there are a couple. I like some of the ideas that people talked about. I have decided for 2022 that I want to be a player more often. To other people can be the game master, I will be the player more often. I did it a lot last year, and I liked it. I really liked it. I liked playing Otto. I liked playing the different characters that I played in other people's games. And I want to do that here as well, because I would like to have different people's opinions about what it means to be a game master, to be something we all develop, right? through the course of this year, we can all develop what we think it means or how it relates to certain games. I think that would be something for all of us to develop. And part of that is to know what it's like not to do it. If somebody is a game master too much, then they forget what it's like to just have your character with, success or failure. What does that mean? They forget. So, Helma, I'm sorry, what?
You aren't the game master. Would you be okay if we play a game of yours?
Sure.
Because the other project I have in mind for this year, I may try whatever to GM, would be this historical fantasy thing about 1918.
Okay.
And Kiel. And that would probably mean sorcerer, and that is something that
I would be a very,
like to
very,
play with this group.
I would be a very well-behaved sorcerer player.
But that would be late in the year, because I think to feel comfortable with that game, I'll probably ask Gregory, for example, to let me play it as a player before I run it.
Okay.
So that
I would
be the
love
next
that.
game. That would definitely not be the next game, but then I would start to do some serious research and thinking.
Hannah, what kind of do you have any ideas for games that you would like to play with us at some time? Not at all?
No, anything is fine.
Okay.
Really. Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying, like, well, I'm leaving Sweden like after half a year or something.
Oh, I
so
see.
then
Okay.
I guess, like, I'm not in Sweden anymore. So maybe I'm not like that. How to say it? Like, maybe I would be like fake person in a Swedish
Well,
group in a way.
actually, unfortunately, both you and Nathan are fake for purposes of the study circle anyway. But I know
What?
that
Why?
I know.
Why?
Well, it's very frustrating. I asked if the EU could count for the study circle, and they were like, no. So
But they are living here right now.
I
You
know.
that
I
citizenship.
know.
You just need this.
Wait, I have the exact same right when it comes to coming
Yes.
to Sweden.
I
I
know.
just had to do the.
I filled out
Boring
the
of thing.
fucking form, you say. This counts. Yes.
Yes.
So, well, anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up right now. What I am saying, Henna, that you are always welcome to play with us if you want to waste your time. You are welcome.
With us.
Yes, with us.
Because
certainly
Ola
welcome.
is
Yeah.
already playing remote, so we'll
Yeah, exactly.
anyway make sure how we fix that
Yeah,
wherever we are going after COVID.
exactly. No, there are solutions.
Yeah, well, we can see.
Yeah,
We can
exactly.
see then, like how it goes, because I don't know, like I'm supposed to like get a job too and everything. So
Well,
Oh no, not job,
no,
not
I-
that.
somehow
I'm ready for it.
playing
Yeah.
works out even if you have a job.
Well,
Yeah, no, and honestly, like I'm actually like 1 hour later now. So greetings from your future
Yes.
or something, I guess.
exactly.
Uh,
exactly.
so yeah, it's going to be like easier in that sense to like with job and everything.
Yeah.
'cause I'm probably working, like the normal office hours thanks to my field study.
Right. Well, everybody, thank you so much. I will see you next week. We will continue with the Requiem and maybe get some of these effects that we talked about, I think. So,
See you guys.
Bye.
good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.